Hello, and welcome to TerraNash. I'm Aiden, your narrator for tonight. Let's take this time together to step away from the rush of the day and ease into a world of dreams and wonder. Tonight, as you settle into a serene space of rest, allow the comforting rhythms of this story to guide you into a state of deep relaxation. In the Sacred Lotus, we follow the footsteps of a curious little boy named Aarav, whose heart yearns for a calm amid life's clamour. As he wanders through whispering forests and serene groves, Aarav encounters the radiant Goddess Lakshmi and a delicate lotus blooming by a still pond. With each step, he learns that true enlightenment and lasting peace lie not in the external world, but within the quiet, simple moments of our lives. But before we begin, we'd love to hear from you. Where are you listening from? And what time is it as you settle in to hear this story? We'd also love to know what kinds of stories you'd enjoy next. Your thoughts and suggestions inspire us, so please share them in the comments below. If you'd like even more from us, you can check out our Patreon for early access to all our stories and a curated Spotify playlist to accompany your journey to relaxation. Oh, and I wanted to share an important update with you. Currently, less than 10% of our viewers are subscribed to the channel, which means more than 90% of you haven't subscribed yet. If you've been enjoying our bedtime stories, subscribing is a simple and free way to support us. Reaching 1,000 subscribers will allow us to remove all mid-roll ads, ensuring a completely uninterrupted and relaxing experience for you. Your support means the world to us, and together we can make TerraNash an even more peaceful place for storytelling. At the moment, we aim to remove all mid-roll ads from our videos to provide a seamless and uninterrupted viewing experience. Unfortunately, we are unable to do so because we have not yet reached the threshold required to gain control over ad placements. So, as you breathe in the cool, tranquil air of the night and let the gentle cadence of your thoughts slow down, prepare to immerse yourself in this soothing story. Let it be a lullaby for your mind, a reminder that within you too, like the Sacred Lotus, lies a wellspring of calm and light waiting to blossom. Close your eyes, relax, and let your heart be carried away on this peaceful journey to a restful sleep. In the heart of a quiet village bordered by whispering fields and ancient trees, lived Aarav, a small boy with eyes that seemed to mirror the sky's endless curiosity. Every morning, as the soft hues of dawn spilled over the thatched roofs and the fragrance of jasmine filled the air, Aarav awoke with a tender sense of wonder. Yet, amid the laughter of his friends and the warm embrace of family, there was a subtle stirring inside him, a quiet longing to understand the mysteries of the world around him. Aarav's days were spent wandering the village paths, listening intently to the stories of elders and the playful chirps of sparrows that flitted between the blossoming trees. However, his heart was always quietly searching for a deeper truth, a serene calm that seemed just beyond the edge of everyday life. In the stillness of the night, under the gentle shimmer of countless stars, Aarav would lie awake on the cool earth, his mind adrift with questions about the nature of happiness and the secret language of the wind. He wondered why the world could be so loud with everyday clamour, and yet why his inner voice whispered for something more. Peace that came not from external noise, but from within. In these reflective moments, the village around him transformed into a canvas of subtle miracles. the soft rustle of leaves speaking ancient tales, the cool night air carrying the faint scent of rain, and the distant echo of a temple bell that seemed to call him towards a destiny of quiet discovery. Despite his tender age, Aarav felt a profound connection to the whispers of the earth, as if every small detail held the promise of a secret waiting to be unveiled. This was the beginning of his journey, a silent quest for inner tranquility that would soon lead him to encounters far beyond the ordinary. One serene morning, as the first light of the day gently painted the sky with strokes of gold and rose, Aarav stepped outside to greet the new dawn. The air was cool and imbued with a freshness that only early hours could offer. As he wandered along a winding path that meandered through fields of swaying wildflowers, a delicate murmur began to weave its way through the crisp air, a soft, ethereal sound that seemed neither entirely like a whisper nor a song, but a blend of both. Curious and unafraid, Aarav paused and listened with an open heart. The wind carried with it an ancient melody, as if it were sharing long-forgotten secrets of nature and the cosmos. The sound beckoned him, urging him to follow its gentle call. With each step, the ordinary world around him transformed. The vibrant green leaves danced in harmony with the rhythm of the breeze, and even the distant call of a koel seemed to merge seamlessly with the mysterious tune. Drawn by this enchanting symphony, Aarav found himself leaving behind the familiar paths of his village and venturing into a secluded grove where nature's silence and song intermingled in perfect balance. Here, the sunlight filtered through the canopy of towering trees, casting soft, dappled patterns on the forest floor. Every step deeper into the grove felt like a step closer to a profound understanding of the universe's quiet heartbeat. In the gentle caress of the wind, Aarav sensed an invitation to explore a world where beauty was found in the simple and the subtle. It was as if the breeze itself was guiding him toward a sacred destination, a place where the ordinary transformed into something extraordinary. With the whispering wind as his silent companion, Aarav's heart beat in tune with the natural melody of the grove, setting the stage for the wondrous encounter that lay ahead. As the soft morning light gave way to a tender afternoon glow, Aarav's wandering brought him to a clearing where the forest seemed to hold its breath in quiet anticipation. Here, in a natural amphitheater, framed by ancient trees and delicate ferns, an aura of sublime tranquility enveloped the space. In the center of the clearing stood a majestic banyan tree, its sprawling branches sheltering a space that felt both timeless and enchanted. It was beneath the gentle shade of this grand tree that Aarav first beheld the radiant form of Goddess Lakshmi. She appeared as if woven from sunlight and compassion, her presence serene and luminous. Dressed in flowing garments of soft gold and gentle hues, Lakshmi's eyes shone with the wisdom of countless ages. The goddess seemed to embody the very essence of peace and prosperity, her smile warm and inviting, a balm to the restless spirit of the little boy. Aarav, filled with both awe and a deep sense of recognition, stepped closer. The air around her was filled with a subtle fragrance of sandalwood and jasmine, evoking memories of distant, cherished dreams. In a voice as delicate as a whisper, yet as profound as the ancient rivers, Lakshmi greeted him. "Dear child, you carry a longing in your heart, a call for truth that only the silent whispers of nature can answer. You have come seeking the calm that lies beyond the clamor of everyday life." The goddess's words resonated deeply within Aarav, stirring a newfound hope. Lakshmi explained that the journey to inner peace is one of simple yet profound revelations, an unveiling of beauty that rests in the quiet corners of existence. As the soft rustle of leaves joined the conversation, Aarav felt as though the very earth was affirming her words. In that sacred moment, under the benevolent gaze of the goddess, the boy understood that his quest was not a mere search for answers, but an invitation to awaken the inner light that lay dormant within him. With gentle guidance, Lakshmi led Aarav along a winding, leaf-strewn path that meandered deeper into the forest's heart. Soon, they reached a secluded pond, hidden like a precious secret among clusters of blooming lotuses and soft emerald grasses. The water of the pond was a mirror-like expanse, reflecting the clear blue of the sky and the tender hues of the surrounding flora. The surface was so still that it seemed to hold the world in a quiet embrace. Beside the water, in a small clearing bathed in dappled sunlight, a singular lotus flower began to unfurl its petals. The bloom was exquisite, a gentle burst of color against the serene backdrop, symbolizing purity and the promise of enlightenment. Its petals, soft and velvety, opened slowly as if greeting the day with a quiet, deliberate grace. Lakshmi knelt beside the pond, her presence merging with the calm of the scene. "Behold the lotus, dear Aarav," she said, her voice a soothing murmur that blended with the gentle lapping of water at the shore. "This flower rises gracefully from the murky depths, untouched by the impurities around it, just as your inner light can flourish in the midst of life's trials. The lotus is a symbol of purity, resilience, and the journey toward enlightenment, a journey that begins with finding peace in simplicity." As Aarav watched, transfixed by the delicate interplay of light and color upon the lotus, he sensed that the flower was more than a mere blossom. It was a living testament to the beauty that arises from stillness and contemplation. The calm pond, with its reflective surface, seemed to invite him to look deeper, not only into the water, but into the depths of his own soul. In that meditative silence, the natural world spoke to him of balance, of the quiet power that exists in moments of serene introspection. In the gentle company of Lakshmi and the soft murmur of the pond, Aarav began to understand that peace was not an external gift, but an inner state, nurtured by mindfulness and simplicity. The goddess's guidance, coupled with the tranquil symbolism of the lotus, set him on a path towards self-discovery, a path where every quiet moment held the promise of enlightenment, and every still reflection echoed the truth of his own resilient spirit. In the quiet sanctuary by the pond, time appeared to slow to a tender pause. Aarav's eyes remained fixed on the singular lotus, whose petals unfolded with deliberate grace. Each petal seemed to carry a soft radiance, as if lit from within by a gentle flame of hope. The flower, emerging unblemished from the murky water below, stood as a living parable of purity amid life's turbulence. Aarav found himself drawn to the lotus, as if it whispered secrets of the universe. With every unfolding petal, he perceived a silent language, a dialogue between nature and his soul. The flower's delicate movements echoed the subtle rhythm of the breeze, each gentle shift inviting him to witness the marvel of life's simplicity. In that reflective stillness, the lotus became a mirror to his inner landscape, unveiling layers of uncertainty with the promise of quiet resilience. As the morning sun ascended higher, its golden rays caressed the surface of the pond, illuminating the lotus with a soft, otherworldly glow. Aarav noticed that the light did not merely rest on the flower, it seemed to animate it. With each slow, deliberate unfurling, the lotus revealed a deeper shade of color, a more intricate pattern etched in its petals, like a delicate tapestry woven by nature itself. In that profound moment, Aarav's heart stirred with a subtle epiphany. The unfolding of the lotus was not a random occurrence, but a sacred ritual of growth and renewal. It told him that the journey towards enlightenment was as natural as the rising sun, as inevitable as the bloom of a flower. The simplicity of the lotus, in its quiet, unfolding beauty, reassured him that inner peace was attainable. If only one was willing to trust in the gentle, persistent forces of nature. In the days that followed, Aarav returned to the pond time and again. Each visit became a meditation, a daily communion with the serene elements of nature. Under the ever-changing canvas of the sky, he observed the subtle shifts in the pond's reflections and the tender interplay of light and shadow on the lotus. With each observation, the layers of his inner unrest began to peel away, replaced by a deep, abiding calm. Aarav's routine soon revealed an unspoken lesson, that the extraordinary often resides in the realm of the simple. In the gentle ripple of the water, he learned to see the beauty of transient moments, a momentary flicker of sunlight, a soft caress of the breeze against his face. Every whisper of nature seemed to echo Lakshmi's gentle admonition, to find solace in simplicity, to listen deeply to the quiet narratives of the earth. His daily contemplations grew into a graceful practice of mindfulness. Whether he was watching the slow dance of the lotus petals or listening to the subtle hum of life around him, Aarav discovered that each small, seemingly insignificant detail was imbued with profound meaning. He began to understand that life's complexity was often an illusion, a veil over the timeless truth that peace could be found in the uncomplicated rhythms of nature. In the soft solitude of these moments, Aarav experienced the transformative power of stillness. Calm pond, the steady pulse of the lotus, and even the whispering leaves all merged into a harmonious symphony, a gentle reminder that inner peace is not granted by external accolades, but nurtured within the quiet spaces of the heart. This realization was as simple as it was profound. When we learn to appreciate the small wonders of everyday life, we open ourselves to the enduring serenity that lies at our core. Thus, under the watchful eyes of the gentle sun and the soft murmur of the wind, Aarav's spirit blossomed much like the sacred lotus. With each passing day, he grew more attuned to the natural order of life, a life where the beauty of simplicity was the truest path to inner enlightenment. One gentle evening, as the sky transformed into a tapestry of lavender and dusky rose, Aarav returned once more to the tranquil pond. The world around him had quieted. Even the wind seemed to murmur softer, as if inviting him to enter a space of deep reflection. In the mirror-like surface of the water, Aarav saw more than just his own image. He saw fleeting glimpses of memories, moments from his past that had woven together the fabric of his restless heart. As he sat by the water's edge, the soft ripples carried echoes of laughter from carefree childhood days and murmurs of long-forgotten worries. The reflection stirred within him an awareness of how every experience, both joyous and challenging, had played a part in shaping his journey. He recalled moments of confusion and the lingering sadness of nights when the world's clamor had drowned out his inner voice. Each memory was like a small stone in a stream, creating delicate ripples that intersected in the vast, calm pond of his consciousness. In that quiet solitude, Aarav began to understand that his past was not a collection of regrets or unanswered questions, but a mosaic of lessons that led him to this sacred moment. The lotus by the pond, slowly unfolding its petals in the fading light, served as a metaphor for his own transformation. It had weathered murky waters, yet blossomed into a beacon of purity and grace. Aarav realized that the scars and joys of his past had been essential in nurturing the strength within him. With every breath, the gentle evening air seemed to cleanse his heart, easing the weight of bygone troubles. In the calm reflection of the water, he embraced both his vulnerabilities and his resilience. The memories, once a source of silent sorrow, now shimmered with the possibility of healing. This introspection was a quiet invitation from nature itself, to honor every chapter of his life and to recognize that every experience had been a stepping stone on his path to inner peace. Just as Aarav began to feel the serene truth of his past and present merge into a harmonious whole, a subtle shift in the twilight atmosphere heralded a new mystery. The surface of the pond, still and reflective, suddenly rippled with a soft, almost imperceptible vibration. Out of the quiet dusk emerged the familiar, luminous figure of Goddess Lakshmi, her presence gentle, yet suffused with an enigmatic glow. Her eyes, always kind, now carried a spark of playful mystery as she approached Aarav. "Child of the quiet heart," she began, her voice merging seamlessly with the murmuring night. "You have journeyed far, both in distance and within the corridors of your own soul." Aarav listened intently, his heart fluttering with anticipation and wonder. Lakshmi knelt beside him, her gaze never wavering from his. "There is a secret you have yet to discover," she continued, "a truth that lies at the very core of your being." With a graceful gesture, she invited him to look once more at the lotus blooming by the pond. In the soft silver light of the emerging moon, The flower shimmered with an ethereal brilliance, each petal reflecting an inner radiance that seemed almost alive. Aarav's eyes widened as he beheld a subtle transformation. The lotus was no longer merely a symbol of purity rising from murky waters. It now appeared as an extension of his own soul, a mirror of the light and strength that had been quietly cultivated within him all along. Lakshmi's words resonated deeply. The peace you seek, the tranquility that fills your heart, has always been yours. The lotus you admire is not just a blossom, but the embodiment of your own inner light. In your journey, you were never seeking something outside of you. Rather, you were learning to unveil the sacred lotus that dwells within your own spirit. In that transformative moment, the world seemed to pause. Aarav felt as if the veil between the seen and the unseen had lifted, revealing that his inner calm was not bestowed by fate, but nurtured by his willingness to embrace simplicity and truth. The goddess's revelation was a gentle twist in his journey, a reminder that every step he had taken, every moment of introspection, had been guiding him to the realization that the power to create peace lay in the quiet depth of his own heart. The hidden secret was profound in its simplicity. Enlightenment was not something to be attained from an external source, but discovered within, blossoming as naturally as the sacred lotus at the pond's edge. Aarav, with tears of quiet joy glistening in his eyes, finally understood that his lifelong quest for serenity was, in truth, a gentle call to remember the luminous, unyielding spirit that had been there all along. As the moon rose high, casting silver ribbons across the quiet landscape, Aarav felt a stirring within, a profound awakening that reverberated through every fiber of his being. In the stillness of that luminous night, with the soft murmur of the pond as his only companion, Aarav's inner world began to reveal its deepest truths. The memory of Lakshmi's words and the vision of the sacred lotus resonated like a gentle mantra, reminding him that the power of enlightenment resided not in distant dreams, but in the heart that embraced simplicity. In that meditative hush, Aarav recalled every moment of doubt and wonder that had marked his journey. The restless nights beneath starry skies, the murmuring winds that had beckoned him, and the tender teachings of nature itself. Each memory was now imbued with a luminous clarity, as if the past had converged with the present to form a tapestry of wisdom. It was in this timeless moment that Aarav understood. His quest for peace was not about seeking something external, but about recognizing the eternal calm that had always dwelled within him. The pond, with its mirror-like surface, reflected not only the silver glow of the moon, but also the radiant light of his awakened spirit. In that reflection, he saw a young soul unburdened by life's illusions, a soul that had learned to trust in the quiet magic of existence. The lotus, once an emblem of purity rising from murky waters, now symbolized his own journey toward inner clarity, a transformation that was both delicate and resolute. Aarav's heart swelled with gratitude for the lessons of nature, and a serene smile graced his face as he embraced the truth. Enlightenment was a gentle unfolding, a continuous dance between self-discovery and the wondrous simplicity of the world. Years melted into the gentle cadence of time, and Aarav grew from the curious child into a compassionate soul whose eyes sparkled with quiet wisdom. His days became a testament to the transformative power of stillness and mindful living. Wherever he went, Aarav carried with him the luminous legacy of the Sacred Lotus, a reminder that peace is not a destination, but a journey nurtured by the heart's unwavering openness to life's subtle wonders. In the village and beyond, people found solace in Aarav's presence. His calm demeanor and kind words, like ripples in a serene pond, spread hope and healing to those troubled by the chaos of the world. He often gathered fellow villagers beneath ancient trees, sharing stories of his path, a narrative woven with the soft hues of nature, the gentle guidance of Lakshmi, and the transformative power of introspection. Through quiet meditations and the humble act of simply being, Aarav showed that every moment held the potential for enlightenment. One radiant morning, as the sun painted the sky with promises of new beginnings, Aarav led a small group of villagers to the very grove where his journey had once begun. There, by the calm pond, now cradling a familiar lotus in full bloom, he spoke of the secret that had changed his life. Peace, he said softly, is not something found outside. It is a sacred gift that grows within, nurtured by every quiet moment, every act of mindfulness, and every sincere glance into our own hearts. His words, as gentle as the whispering wind, resonated deeply, awakening in his listeners the latent power of their own inner light. In a final, tender twist of fate, Aarav revealed that the Sacred Lotus was not merely a symbol for him. It was a mirror of the human spirit. Each person, he explained, holds within the capacity to bloom with inner peace, regardless of the murky waters that may surround them. This revelation rippled through the gathered crowd like a soft, transformative tide, inspiring all to seek the stillness and simplicity inherent in every living moment. Thus, under a vast sky of eternal blue, Aarav's journey came full circle. His life, a living ode to the beauty of simplicity and the enduring power of inner calm, became a beacon for others. As the gentle light of dusk settled over the grove, it seemed as if the lotus, the pond, and every quiet breath of nature celebrated the eternal truth. Inner peace, like the sacred lotus, blossoms when we dare to look within and embrace the wonder of our own existence. And so, in the soft embrace of nature's rhythms, Aarav's legacy endured, a comforting reminder that the path to enlightenment is always within reach, nurtured by every mindful, loving moment